Hi everyone, I'm Becky.
I'm Sarah. Who are we?
Who are we?
What do we do?
And this is Bickering Book Reviews. This time we are going to talk about
Special edition.
Special edition. We're talking about our top 3 books that are coming out in March of 2020. In no particular order. Should I go first, or do you want to go first?
Really, you didn't order yours? They're
in order by date of when they come out.
Mine are too. They just so happen to be.
So
yay!
I'm a librarian. I need everything like columns and order and alphabetical, or if not, my brain just goes kablooey.
Well, even a broken clock is right twice.
That's true. It's a true story. So I guess I will go first.
Yeah.
So my first book is the newest book by Cassandra Clare. It's called Chained of Gold. It comes out March 3rd. The book cover is gorgeous. And I know some people aren't as big a fan of Cassandra Clare, but I've stuck with it. I've stuck with it since, like, City of Bones. Well, and the reason I read the first one was because it was given to me by a kid, and I was like, you should read this. And so this is a spin-off. See, I'm sorry. When a kid gives me a book, they're excited enough to give me a book, I read it.
Stop talking.
What?
You don't putting all your judgments into me. Like,
you don't do that.
Maybe.
Oh, see?
No, I do.
If they give me a book, I do. This is a spin-off of the Clockwork series, the Clockwork Angel series, and this takes place, so this is the Victorian times, and it's basically about Will and Tessa's children who are now coming into their powers, and I'm like about them training and stuff, and I've read some of the novellas because they make really quick, good audiobooks, and I'm excited. I liked the steampunk aspect. I loved Will, so I'm hoping he's in it, even if he's the dad, and I'm excited to read it. It comes out March 3rd.
Yay! Do you want me to give mine? Or do you want to do all yours?
We could go back and forth.
Okay.
Really exciting.
So the first one that made my list is called Most Likely by Sarah Watson. And it's coming out March 10th. I guess she's the creator of the Bold Type. I know nothing about that because I know nothing about a lot of things. Anyway, so this follows, it seems like just like a day in the life of, or a time in the life of 4 best friends who've been friends for like ever. And one of them is going to be president in the future.
Oh, that's cool.
And you don't know who. Like, so you're reading it I'm assuming that you're trying to figure out who's going to be the president, and it could be any one of them. And they're all like likely candidates.
There was a show when I think I was in high school or middle school, and it was called Jack and Bobby. It was on the WB, when it was still the WB. And it was about these 2 brothers, and you find out like in the pilot episode that one of them went on to be president. But you don't find out until like halfway through the season which one becomes president. And I feel like one of them ended up, maybe Logan Lerman, one of them ended up being like a famous actor. Like they were both like unknowns at the time.
So it was obviously a Kennedy reference.
It was but I want to say that Bobby became president, that the little brother became president. Oh. But it only lasted a season, but it was kind of like that same idea, and it was kind of like a cool,
That's cool.
You know, it was kind of a cool idea. So my next book also comes out on March 3rd, because March 3rd is a busy day. We actually reviewed this book already, but I was so excited when I made my list, because I made the list before we reviewed it. And it's Ally Carter's Winterbourne Home for Vengeance and Valor. And it is about a girl who's an orphan who gets sent to this very elite prep school. She uncovers a mystery, and there's all sorts of hijinks and puzzles. I'll link to our review. It was entertaining. It was a great book. It's probably got a high Lexile. It's one of those good books, like for your 3rd grader who's reading on a 6th grade level. It was fun. Sarah even liked it. And
weird.
And it was just a good time.
All right, so my next book is called The Degenerates by Elbert Mann. It comes out March 17th. Yay, St. Patrick's Day. Anyway, the cover like looks gorgeous, and it looks like a graphic novel, but it's not because I researched
See, I thought it was a graphic novel when I saw it.
But then I looked into it, and I don't think it is, because I even pulled it up on our catalog, and it's historical fiction.
Oh.
So maybe it is a graphic novel, and I just couldn't find it anywhere. Anyway, even if it's not, it still sounds interesting. So basically, it's set in early 20th century, back when institutionalization was not what it is today. And so people, especially women, would get institutionalized for things that, like
being sad.
Like being sad, or
being spirited.
Having Down syndrome, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, so this follows a group of girls that have been institutionalized, and according to the catalog, it brings in concepts of eugenics. So I'm very interested to see kind of how this plays out, because I do...
That sounds like it might have Prince potential.
I'm interested... Well, maybe. I mean, it sounds super interesting. I love historical fiction. I'm hoping it'll be kind of have vibes that, what was that Mindy McGinnis book that we read?
Oh, the beautiful cover one about the girl in the asylum. Something, Heart So Darkness, or was she swimming?
Heart of Darkness?
I will find a link.
Okay. Anyway, but I'm hoping, because it same time period, I think. So, and kind of similar subjects. So I'm hoping it might be very similar to that.
That book was beautiful. That Minnie McGinnis, like the language in that book was incredible.
But I think the Degenerates is going to be there too.
So the last book on my March list is called We Are the Wildcats by Siobhan Vivian. It comes out March 31st. It barely made it into March. And it is about a group of girls the night before the start of the field hockey season, when the new team gets together to bond and ends up having a whirlwind night of adventure. It sounds like it's going to be fun. It's going to be fast-paced. I love those, like, one night, like, exciting ones. There's, Lauren Barnhold has this book called The Night That Changed Everything, I think. And it was just, like, one of those books, like, that you start, like, your first event, and it's just, like whole like stream of like fast-paced things, kind of like Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I love those kinds of stories.
Yeah, I do too.
I like, when they move fast and like it all takes place in like 12 hours. You got me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. So my next and last one is also coming out on St. Patrick's Day, and it is called Sparrow by Mary Cecilia Jackson. And so this one is described as being a lot like, oh my gosh, why?
Black Swan?
No. What's the Laurie Halse Anderson book?
Speak?
Thank you. Why could I not remember that?
Oh, because the cover looks Black Swan-y.
It looks like Black Swan, and maybe it kind of is. I only saw it once, and it kind of freaked me out. So, anyway, but they're selling it as like a Speak kind of novel. And so Savannah Rose is this prominent ballerina, but she has a lot of personal struggles going on. It seems, based on the way they kind of describe it, that perhaps her mother was abusive and has since passed on. And she kind of struggles, with her dead mother and kind of the relationship that they had when she was alive. And she's trying to move on. So she's got this boyfriend, and then something, I believe some dating violence happens. And so now she really is forced to kind of confront her past and the struggles that she has in her personal life. So,
I like ballet books.
Yeah. So it sounds interesting.
So those are just a few of the books that we're looking forward to in March. If we missed something that you guys think we should read, let us know.
Yeah, please.
We'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.